Hi, you're watching TFI, Indian social media's OG.
French President Emmanuel Macron is all set to be the chief guest at India's upcoming Republic Day parade, marking the sixth occasion a French president participates in these celebrations. This consideration comes after previous considerations involving Quad leaders were altered due to unavailability of US President Joe Biden. The occasion commemorates the 74th anniversary of India adopting its constitution on January 26, 1950, which took place nearly 3 years after gaining independence from the British colonial rule. Former French presidents, namely François Hollande, Nicolas Sarkozy, and Jacques Chirac, who preceded Emmanuel Macron, have all been notable guests at the Republic Day event in the past. Macron's visit at the Republic Day celebration on January 26th will mark his third visit to India as president. He had previously visited India in 2018 and later attended G20 summit in September this year. In a shared gesture, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi was honored as a guest at France's annual Bastille Day parade in Paris on July 14th this year. The invitation extended to Macron by India's External Affairs Ministry was deemed an extremely strong gesture by Macron's office. The ministry highlighted the two countries as strategic partners and emphasized the considerable alignment on various regional and global issues between India and France. Looking back to this year's celebration, Egypt's President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi graced India's Republic Day celebration with his appearance as the chief guest. Choosing the chief guest for India's Republic Day is a careful process that starts 6 months in advance, led by the Ministry of External Affairs. They consider a bunch of things like how friendly the countries are to each other, the politics involved, how they do business, their armies, economies, and even if they have a history of being part of a global movement called the Non-Allied Movement. Once they make a short list of possible guests, they need the nod from the Prime Minister and the President of India. Then the ambassador is required to check the availability of these people. After getting the green light, India and the guest country have official talks. Different groups in the MEA handle specific tasks. The officials dealing with the territory make sure everyone agrees, and the chief of protocol sorts out the plan and all the details. The plans are shared between India's protocol chief and the visiting country's counterpart. The part played by the Republic Day chief guest is significant, blending ceremonial respect with strategic diplomatic efforts, profoundly impacting India's global connections and foreign strategy. This visit is closely examined by the media all over the world, and it influences the portrayal of India globally. The welcome ceremony serves as a vivid reflection of India's deep-seated tradition and culture, acting as a lively portrayal of the nation's extensive heritage. It becomes a platform to proudly display the diverse cultural fabric through traditional dances, musical performances, and the presentation of a ceremonial guard of honor. This is not just a formality, it is a portrayal of India's identity and history. The chief guest attends numerous events while also receiving a ceremonial guard of honor. He or she is also invited to a reception hosted by the President of India. This visit is not just about a celebration, it signifies a profound friendship between two nations and the joy that they share, as well as strong bonds for the future. In the case of Macron's visit, the invitation reflects the strong ties between India and France, evident in defense, space, and nuclear partnerships. France's recent bid for the Indian Navy's Rafale marine fighter jets underscores the strategic collaboration between the two countries. In another news, France has recently put forward proposals for the Indian Navy's intention to acquire 26 Rafale marine fighter jets intended for the aircraft carrier INS Vikrant. Furthermore, France has demonstrated support for India at the international platforms, including the United Nations. This upcoming Republic Day celebration is expected to reinforce the enduring friendship and cooperation between France and India, setting the stage for enhanced diplomatic, economic, and cultural engagements in the years to come.